Let's talk about brainwashing for a minute. I know. It's impossible to brainwash you. You're too smart. You're too perceptive. But as I learned years ago in Psychology 101 in college, the smarter you are, the easier you are to brainwash. Yep, intelligence is no protection at all. Anybody can be brainwashed. It's only quicker with brainiacs. How do you know you aren't brainwashed on some topic right now or a victim of propaganda? Well, one way is to think about where you got those ideas you have about any particular subject. Most of us build a model of the world around us anecdotally, from stories told to us by family or friends or teachers over the years. Not very scientific, not based on data or research, but humans do love stories. Imagine your doctor was doing brain surgery on you based on one story she was told by her uncle. That's it. She had no other training. No way would you let that happen. So one or two stories told to us by random people with no expertise, this kind of thing happens all the time. That's how we learn all kinds of things. It's called fictive learning. It's completely random, not based on the truth and not something that's been tested. It's just something we heard. Millions of people believe it's dangerous to eat before going swimming. That's a myth. But your parents probably told you that at one point, and from then on, you were a believer without any evidence at all. Another common myth is that the Great Wall of China can be seen from space. Not true. Just ask an astronaut. Or that Edison invented the light bulb. Or that we have 5 senses. We actually have 10. By the way, bulls don't get angry when they see red. I think Bugs Bunny taught me that. How about the big lie that socialism is communism? In fact, communism is a system where everything of value is owned by the state. Socialism is simply a capitalistic system where the less fortunate get a helping hand. That's all. And we can get false information from all kinds of places. I had a friend once who jumped into a conversation we were having about a pretty serious topic. His argument, though, seemed crazy, so we asked him where he got it. This from a college-educated person I always thought was quite intelligent. He thought about it for a minute, and then he started to laugh. He realized he had seen the idea as a headline on the National Enquirer at a grocery store. He never lived that one down.
If you don't think you can be brainwashed, let's try a simple mind game. Nike is one of the most successful brands in the world. People wear Nike products to express their perceived personality as adventurous and striving and athletic. Many of their shoes sell for over $300. The cost to make them in a Chinese factory? About $15. So you think you aren't brainwashed by their advertising when you pay $300 for a pair of shoes made for $15? Is there anything sensible or sane about that difference? That we need to overpay for a product so we will feel better about ourselves? And brands like Nike use a psychological trick called authority bias, using influencers like celebrities or experts to build trust and trust association, tricking the brain into accepting a product's overblown value. That's brainwashing, pure and simple.
But here's the ultimate story about brainwash, based on the researcher who invented the term. In 1951, Edward Hunter wrote the book China, The Calculated Destruction of Men's Minds, and then followed that up with another in 1956, where he coined the famous term brainwashing, the story of the men who defied it. But there is more to this story. Dozens of GIs in the Korean War actually refused to return home after the war ended and became citizens of China and North Korea, renouncing America and the democracy they grew up in. Years of culture and strongly held beliefs were erased in only a few months as captives. Now imagine decades, even generations of propaganda, and the effect it would have on people's lives and their thinking. It is estimated that in America alone, over $1 billion has been spent by powerful political organizations like America for Prosperity, Stand Together, the Cato Institute, and the Federalist Society, funded by billionaires in order to change voters' opinions on important subjects like taxes, pensions, social programs, and minimum wage. And that's just the beginning of the story. To hear more about how the rich have been infecting our educational systems and the media for decades, subscribe today, and thanks for listening.